Amelia is not a woman, but a bomb.
Bomb.
It seems that only one Amelia thrown in the middle of a battalion can kill 100, even 200 soldiers.
So help me all the mustaches of my family. That's incredible.
A real slaughter.
Unbelievable! The greatest discovery in military history has ended up in the hands of strangers. Crazy!
Kısa bir süre sonra, gizemli saldırgan ustaca pencereden atladı. Ve karanlığa gömülmüş askeri barakalar arasından engelsizce uzaklaşıyor.
I was charging, holding a saber in one hand and a flag in the other, when, boom, my arm flew 20 meters. I took the flag, put it in my teeth and continued fighting. I led the attack until the final victory.
Fantastic. Impressive heroism.
What self-sacrifice?
Just a little more, please. So, perfect.
Tell me, friend, which one of these two bottles would you like?
This one. No, just a moment, guys. Let me explain.
What did you tell us, you scum?
So the president cried, huh?
Kaleden büyük yıkıcı güce sahip yeni bir silah çalındı. Baltalı ruh ve CHICO amansız vahşi doğada çok tehlikeli bir sefere çıkıyor. Kaçak hızlı ve zaman daralıyor. Bu gerilimli ölüm yarışını kim kazanacak? Kın Kalesi'nde, kahramanlarımızın son macerasının yerinde. Küçük garnizonun borazancısı, insanları porsiyon dağıtımına çağırıyor. Ama canlı sesler, ıslanmış iki gözlümcünün kalplerine bıçak gibi saplanıyor.
Soldiers live very well!
Yes, they feed them incredibly accurately and regularly.
Well, you know what I'm gonna tell you. I wouldn't eat what they give them even if someone paid me.
Truth, besides, we know very well that soldier food is tasteless.
Always dried meat.
Always overcooked beans.
No, you are mistaken. Today is the day of the unit, so we have a special menu which includes goulash, eggs, and wine.
Caramba y carambita. For such a menu, it would be worth the effort to beg for a portion.
I advise you to forget about it. That damn poisoner has damn hard butts. I know from experience.
Wait a moment. I'll show you how the brain of the great Chico works. Ho ho ho ho ho ho! Goulash? Eggs? Well, that's great. And a nice bottle of wine. Phenomenal?
CHICO yeniden göründüğünde, Trumpy ceketinin sağ kolunun boş ve katlanmış sarktığını fark eder.
Do you see? Who could deny food to a brave veteran who gave his hand for the homeland? Shall we bet 50 cents that I will succeed?
Okay, but let it be 10. I never carry large amounts with me.
Böyle, çok geçmeden.
Hello, guys. Would you be so kind and feed a comrade who fought and suffered for you?
Of course, friend, but tell me what happened to you. Maybe an arrow.
No, no arrow. Cannonball, damn cannonball. I was charging, holding a saber in one hand and a flag in the other, when, boom, my arm flew 20 meters.
That's terrible. Did you faint immediately?
Fainted, you're joking, chicken? I took the flag, put it in my teeth and continued fighting. I led the attack until the final victory.
Fantastic. Impressive heroism.
What self-sacrifice?
Just a little more, please. So, perfect. Of course, the president had invited me to Washington to present me with a decoration, but I decidedly refused it. I don't need gold. I answered him, but lead that I will fire at the enemy.
Well done. That's how real men speak.
Curse. How powerful. An answer worthy of Napoleon.
And what did the president do then?
President. He looked at me with those proud eyes. Thank you, friend. A few more potatoes. As I began to speak, he looked at me and embraced me without a word, and I saw a tear shine in his eye.
By Jupiter, you really made the president cry.
Him, a man so strong that he seems heartless.
Fantastic. Unbelievable.
But young men, can I also get a bottle of wine? A little alcohol sometimes helps me not to think about my shortcomings.
You're asking, it will be our honor. Tell me, friend, which one of these two bottles would you like?
This one. Caramba, ye carambade. What have I done?
What? Hey, what is this now?
For God's sake, his hand was under his jacket.
Damned fraud.
No, just a moment, guys. Let me explain.
What did you tell us, you scum?
So the president cried, huh?
Lightning and thunder. Today someone else will shed tears.
Get him.
Out.
Uh,
And disappear before I kill you.
Ha! Ha! Congratulations! Chico, well done! You kept your word. I see they gave you goulash. And eggs, but wine. Where is the wine?
the wine was a little late, but as you see, it arrived after all. I won the bet. You owe me 10 cents.
Come, Chico. Let's go say hello to Colonel Burton. I intend to leave at dawn.
Of course, you always have to be against the others. When people fill saloons to have fun, you go to sleep like an old hen. And when all normal people are sleeping peacefully, you are already walking through forests still wet with dew.
Well, and to get used to that way of life once and for all. Then you might be a real man, not a flabby weakling.
What? Only a liar like you can call a man of such strong chest a milksop. Do you see this firmness? Come on, hit me.
Don't talk nonsense, Chico.
I repeat, hit me, come on, hit.
Don't be ridiculous. Let's drop it.
Hey, no! This time I'm going to the end. You'll have to swallow those insults you said about me. So I insist, hit me.
Well, okay. You pain in the ass. Here you go, then. Can we continue now that I've pleased you? By all the drums of Darkwood.
K-U, K-A-V-C-U-B-O, Jico, Z-L-I, K-O Vuce.
But what's wrong with you? You told me that you...
To hit me, yes, I said to hit me. But not to hit me like a cannon. So help me all the mustaches of my family.
Kısa zaman sonra kahramanlarımız Albay Burton'un ofisinin önüne gelir.
Zagor is here, Colonel. I'd like to greet you if I'm not bothering.
Doesn't answer. He's surely gone somewhere.
I wouldn't say the lamp is lit. Look, and the door is ajar.
Well, in that case, we only have to enter.
1,000 drums.
Colonel! He must have felt sick and...
Don't talk nonsense. Chico, someone hit him on the head. Someone who is still in that room, I heard a noise.
Good heavens!
A-H-Y-A-K. Don't move, whoever you are.
Büyük bir sürprizle yakalanan gizemli yabancı, balta ruhunu dinleme niyeti göstermiyor ama pencereye doğru koşuyor. Ama açamadan Zagor onu yere serer.
Slow down a little, friend. I'm dying to see your face.
İki gölge karanlıkta düellolarına başlar. Ve YIKICI bunu sona erdirme fırsatını kaçırmaz.
Hold on, Zagor. Just a moment. Here I am. I'm coming. Now I'll make sure to put him to sleep for a while. The wretch is strong. He writhes like a snake. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I took care of him. Nice hit, isn't it, Zagor?
Perfect strike!
but my name is not Zagor.
Kısa bir süre sonra, gizemli saldırgan ustaca pencereden atladı. Ve karanlığa gömülmüş askeri barakalar arasından engelsizce uzaklaşıyor. Birkaç dakika sonra.
Zagor, Chico, what happened? What are you doing here?
It's you, Colonel.
Oh, what a strike, eh?
A moment ago, while I was absorbed in reading, someone hit me on the head. I lost consciousness and I just came to. I was surprised to see you here in the middle of this awful mess. Can you explain to me what happened?
Well, unfortunately, there isn't much to say here. I came to greet you and in the process surprised your mysterious attacker while he was searching this room. And we would have already had him in our hands if this scum hadn't accidentally hit me.
But Zagor, it was so dark that...
Shut up, 1,000 scalps and never try to help me again.
No problem, you ungrateful person. From now on, I will leave you to drown in your troubles.
Basically, the thief managed to escape.
Exactly. And the worst thing is that there isn't the slightest chance that I would recognize him, even if you brought him before me.
I wonder what the devil he was looking for in this room. The boss is in the other office, and I don't have such a big salary to attract a thief unless... No, it's not possible. God forbid it's not like that. It would be terrible. No, they stole her. They took my Amelia. That's why that bastard came here. He was looking for Amelia.
Watch out, watch out. I really didn't expect that from you, Colonel. Aren't you ashamed? A man of your age, and in your position to hide a woman in the closet.
A woman? What woman are you talking about?
Well, about the kidnapped woman, of course. About that Amelia.
Don't talk nonsense, Mexican. Amelia is not a woman, but a bomb.
Bomb.
Yes, a hand grenade. To be precise, it is a new invention, equipped with explosives of great destructive power. Amelia is the fruit of years of research and experiments by a famous chemist who is currently in the fortress. And they entrusted it to me for safekeeping until the arrival of the military commission from Washington.
Caramba, y carambita. It seems then that this Amelia is very important.
You are right, Chico. I guarantee you that it is a weapon that will reverse the current way of warfare, and experts from the ministry would be amazed, believe me. It seems that only one Amelia thrown in the middle of a battalion can kill 100, even 200 soldiers.
So help me all the mustaches of my family. That's incredible.
A real slaughter. And who invented that hellish device, Colonel?
A certain Professor Adolf Verybad, a man so obsessed with his work that everyone considers their new discovery almost a human being, their own child.
That's where the bombs get such a strange name.
Exactly, that bomb is called Amelia, while he named the long-range rifle Benjamin and the underwater mine Catherine.
That Professor Verybad is certainly a very strange guy.
You will see for yourselves as soon as he finds out about the theft. He'll burst in here like lightning. Unfortunately, Amelia was the only copy that its creator made, and the drawings were destroyed by an unfortunate accident long ago.
Calm down, Colonel Chico, and I will postpone the departure and gladly help you.
We will track down that beauty of yours, Colonel.
To start, let's find out who the thief we are looking for could be. Do you suspect anyone, Colonel, who knew about this discovery?
Well, more or less everyone in the fortress. Professor Verybad is an ambitious type, but he doesn't hide his successes.
In that case, the news could have reached far. And therefore we can present two assumptions about the organizers of tonight's theft. Either it is a matter of agents of some foreign power that wants to use the prototype to make new bombs, or about the cunning robbers who saw the possibility of using that unusual weapon to carry out their misdeeds.
I shudder at both assumptions, Zagor. Just imagine the possible tragic consequences. And I would be responsible for everything, only me.
You are shedding tears too soon, Colonel. Remember that before we surrender, we still have a few good cards in our hands. Clear?
I trust you, Zagor, eh?
Perfect. Then first ask if the guards saw anyone leaving the fortress tonight. Besides, it would be good to check the alibis of all fairmeners in the fortress. Do you agree?
I will do as you say.
I will conduct the investigation on my own and in my own way. Do you have anything against it, Colonel?
Your hands are untied, friend.
Then let's get to work. To start, I will look for useful guidelines right here, right at the place of the clash with our mysterious enemy.
Ve böylece, Zagor CHICO'nun yardımıyla komutanın ofisini dikkatlice aramaktayken, kale içinde gizemli hırsız için gerçek bir av başlıyor.
Hands up.
Askeri devriyeler kelimenin tam anlamıyla her deliği ve yeni yüzlerin bulunabileceği her yeri katıyor.
Follow us, strangers. We have to ask you a few questions.
Sonra, güneşin ilk ışıklarıyla.
Do you have any news?
Well, I'd say I have. We questioned all the strangers currently in the fortress, but it seems they all have unassailable alibis. Everyone except one. It's about a man no one knows, and he doesn't want to tell us where he spent the night.
Perfect. Maybe we are already on the right track, friends. Let's go. I want to talk to that caught fish.
Just don't hope too much, Zagor. He is a real stubborn person, and it won't be easy to loosen his tongue.
1,000 scalps. Don't be afraid. I will find a way.
Then, Lieutenant, did you manage to wrench a word out of him?
You unfortunately, nothing important. Did Emil keeps repeating the same story. He claims he can't tell us where he spent the night.
Did you hear, Zagor? You try if you want.
By all the drums of Darkwood.
Trampy!
Zagor! Chico!
What do you know him?
Absolutely, Colonel, and I guarantee you one thing. He'd rather steal sandwiches than bombs.
But then our trail is.
Wrong, yes. I'm sure Trampy has nothing to do with it. And now let's try to find out why, for God's sake, he doesn't want to say anything about where he was last night. Come on, Trampy, will you at least tell me where you spent the night?
I can't! Zagor, believe me! I'm afraid that if I speak, I could find myself in an unpleasant situation, and...
Unpleasant situation. But do you understand, you damn fool, that you will end up in front of the firing squad like this? You are facing charges of treason and the theft of something that is treated as the greatest military secret. And if you don't prove that you have an alibi...
Good Lord, no! For God's sake! I will tell you everything you want! I didn't have a cent tonight, so I slept!
Come on, where did you sleep up?
I slept in Mr. Colum's chicken coop!
Ah, did anyone see you?
Yes, can you prove it? Do you have proof?
To tell the truth, I have two small proofs. This one!
100 demons, my turkeys, my biggest turkeys.
Well, they weren't the biggest. Another one had at least a kilo more and...
Shut up, you wretched thief. I will judge you with my own hands.
No, help! Did you see, Zagor? I told you it's better for me to shut up!
Ha ha ha ha.
Thief.
Çok geçmeden.
I am sorry for what happened, Kulal. How to express my sympathy. I will no longer associate with Trampy.
Leave that now, Chico, after I've blown off steam. Some other things are bothering me. I had already hoped we were on the right track when suddenly...
The man we are looking for may already be miles away.
I exclude that Kalbubi, friend. We are in a military fortress that no one can enter or leave during the night. Not through the main gate. Not even over the ramparts, which, as you can see, are excellently guarded. In any case, follow me. The officer on duty will surely be able to confirm my words. Is everything all right, Lieutenant? Did you notice anything special last night?
No, sir, the guard changed exactly according to the sekel.
Can you then guarantee that no one left the fortress?
I guarantee you with absolute certainty, Colonel. Of course, no one except Johnny John.
I understand. Thank you, Lieutenant. The guy the lieutenant mentioned is an Indian scout who supplies our mess with fresh meat. Johnny John is an incredibly skilled hunter, and every morning, just before dawn, he goes to check his traps.
Every morning? Huh. So if someone wanted 1,000 scalps, well, of course, now it's clear to me. Where does that Johnny John live?
In a barrack right next to the stables, but why are you asking?
Take us there, Colonel. I want to peek into that barrack of his, and as soon as possible.
But I really don't understand, Zagor.
If my suspicions are true, you will soon get an answer, Colonel.
Çok geçmeden üçü kulübenin önünde dururlar.
We're here, of course the door is locked. As you could hear yourselves, Johnny John left the fort at dawn and...
Move! 1,000 scalps to him, look. Colonel. Is that your Johnny John?
Heavenly powers. It really is him.
Do you understand now? Your visitor last night is quite well informed. Moreover, he has studied the plan of action to the smallest details. Knowing that he could only leave the fortress that way, he put on the clothes of your scout, and the darkness helped his plan go without any problems.
Wow. Thank you, Paleface brother. 2 very strong men. They attacked me and hit me on the head. I saw everything black. Then, when I opened my eyes, I was tied up.
Did you see those 2? Would you recognize them?
No, Paleface Chief, they're hidden in the darkness behind the door. But why did they do that to Johnny? Johnny John very proud of his uniform. Why did they steal my blue coat? I don't.
Well, stop it. You'll get another outfit, I promise you.
And my beautiful hat. Why did they steal the hat that I loved very much?
Enough, by Jupiter. I already told you that you will get another uniform. Here, I will give you the hat right away and my own. Just leave me alone.
Great Spirit. My heart is full of happiness. Great Chief, this is a beautiful hat.
Oh, of course it is. It's like under a hammer.
Johnny John very touched. Johnny John will always be grateful to you. No one in the fort has a hat like this. Certainly the best hat I've ever seen.
Ungrateful. What are you doing? You destroyed it.
Now it's better. If Johnny John goes around with a new hat, everyone will think he stole it.
Johnny John'un barakasından çıktıktan sonra kahramanlarımız konuşmaya devam ediyor.
Congratulations, Zagor. You really have an incredible sense. Now we also know that the thief has a helper in the fortress.
Ma, that's not much comfort to us. If you had told me about the Indian scout before, I would have discovered Varka in time, and I would have been able to reduce his advantage.
You are right, but I didn't think that.
Let's drop the story now, Colonel. We must immediately follow the fugitive's trail.
Leave it to me. I'll send about 10 patrols to search the area within a radius of...
No, nothing of that. Just put 2 soldiers at my disposal. I will organize the search in my own way.
As you wish, friend.
Besides, I'm interested in a few things about the stolen weapons. How does it work? Is there a bumblebee that it will explode upon impact or something similar?
Only one person can give you the answers to that. The inventor of the bomb, Professor Adolf Verybad'ın. Follow me. I'll take you to him.
HHM, let's hurry. Minutes are becoming more precious.
Çok geçmeden, kalesinin oldukça boş bir bölümünde.
There he is, the one over there.
Damn it, what is he doing?
It seems he lost something, so now he's looking for it.
Hey, you! Don't move! An experiment is in progress! 1, 2, and 3! Ha ha ha! Perfect! Look how they're running as if they've gone crazy! Ha ha ha! You have no idea how fun it is to test new explosives on ants! You would get the same results with people on a larger scale: confusion, panic, death. The only problem is that you have to count the victims. It's pretty hard to distinguish how many dead ants there are. And especially if you can't see well. So 1, 2.
100 demons. This man has completely lost his mind.
Well, I would say that he just devoted himself too much to work. One shouldn't be surprised that with time, a fanatical maker of deadly weapons fails to free himself from the demon of destruction.
I apologize, Professor. This gentleman wants to talk to you.
Of course! How can I help you? Maybe you need gas for killing flies. Or some kind of mouse poison that kills on the spot.
Nothing of that. Very bad. It's about Amelia.
YIKICI?
Yes, I want to know if there is a possibility that it explodes accidentally.
Are you kidding, young man? Or do you want to question my professionalism? Amelia is a perfect weapon that can explode only if its safety is removed. Adolf Verybad guarantees you that. But why are you asking me that question? Did something happen, Colonel?
Honestly, yes, I must tell you that Amelia. Basically. You tell him, Zagor, I'll go and secure you. Yes, good.
Başka seçeneği olmayan Zagor, geçen gece olanları anlatıyor.
What?
Ve bomba mühendisinin tepkisi oldukça patlayıcı.
They stole Amelia. 100 little devils. A scum. That's what you soldiers are. Damn scum. Unbelievable. The greatest discovery in military history has ended up in the hands of strangers. Crazy.
Calm down, Professor. We'll think of something, and I'll start the search immediately.
We will start, young man. Feel free to express yourself like that. Because I do not intend to sit with my arms crossed at the moment while we don't know where my laced invention is, and therefore I will also participate in the search.
But you can't with me. It's about a very dangerous expedition. We will have to face exceptional efforts, spend nights without sleep, in the cold, and we will also have to.
Nonsense! If that barrel you are dragging behind you is able to withstand all that, I don't see why I couldn't.
Gulp!
Yarım saat sonra küçük bir deste, kahramanlarımız, 2 askerden oluşan ve Profesör Verybad özel bir üniforma içinde, kalesinden ayrılmak üzere.
Soldier Warowski, sir.
Soldier Olsen, sir.
At the rest place, guys. This is Zagor, and he is the main and responsible here. You will have to obey him as if he were your superior.
At command.
Thank you, Colonel. I am sure we will get along well. I know you volunteered, guys, and it is my duty to announce to you that we are not going for a walk.
Don't be afraid, Zagor. It will be our pleasure to go with you.
We have heard enough about you, and we don't want to miss the opportunity to see you in action.
I thank you, then we can start.
May I ask if you already have a plan?
Unfortunately, no, I don't even know in which direction the fugitive went, and...
Hello, Colonel, how are you? I haven't been to the fortress for more than 2 months, and...
Leave me alone, Malloy. Don't you see? I have work to do.
1,000 whistles. What an unpleasant nature you have from the fortress. I greet the Colonel, and he sends me to hell. I meet Johnny John, and he avoids me as if I have leprosy, ma. You think if you have that uniform on you that you can do everything.
By all the drums of Darkwood. Hey, just a moment, friend.
Stop, Malloway, listen.
You said you met Johnny John.
Well, of course.
Where? Where did you see him?
And when?
Yes, when, how long ago?
But stop. Devil take him, how can I speak when you're pulling me like dough?
I apologize, Malloway. You are right.
Come on, friend. It's a very important matter.
Well, as I told you this morning, Shortly after dawn, I was getting ready to have breakfast before I continued my journey, when I saw a guy passing by slowly on the path, not even 100 meters away. It wasn't difficult for me to recognize the typical clothing of your scout, whom I've known for years. Hey, Johnny Jonah, are you in such a hurry that you'll refuse the best coffee in all of Pennsylvania? Basically, whether you believe me or not, that conceited red snout then just quickened its pace and walked away, without even bothering to greet.
We believe you, Malloy. We believe you.
But now tell us where you saw him.
In the forest near the Canyon of Solitude, Colonel.
So our man went towards Fort Lafayette.
Thank you, Malloy. You can't imagine how much you've helped us.
Well, now nothing is clear to me anymore, Colonel.
You will understand if you go to talk to Johnny John in his shack.
Johnny John is here. Now nothing is clear to me, by all the beavers of America.
Okay, it seems you have a clue now, Zagor.
Yes, fortune has really smiled upon us. Let's go, Professor. It's time to go.
Just a minute, young man. I've discovered something wonderful. Ha ha ha! HA! Just one drop of this liquid can kill a scarab in a few seconds! Now, if I increase the proportion of chemical components to 37%, I will get a killing agent usable as a weapon in hand-to-hand combat!
Öyleyse, askerler sadece spreylerle donatılmalı ve...
I said we're going, Professor.
Hey!
You can continue destroying houses after we find Amelia.
See you, Colonel.
Good luck.
Kalevi bırakıp arkada küçük grup, izcinin gösterdiği bölgeye doğru hızlı adımlarla ilerliyor. Ve çok geçmeden yalnızlık kanyonunun yakınına varır.
Do you think our delay is irrecoverable, Zagor?
No, I wouldn't say so. If our man continues to stick to the route north, we will cut off his path before the next evening. I know another passage besides the canyon, which will save us at least 3 hours of travel.
By Jupiter, you are a true master, sir.
True, the cliffs are so steep and smooth that they look like they are made of glass.
Caramba ye carambıta. Bu uçurum beni tüylerimi ürpertti.
I wouldn't climb here for $1,000.
We won't have to climb, guys. Right behind this bend is a suspension bridge over which we will.
1,000 scalps.
Caramba ye carambita.
Damn it!
Is this the suspension bridge?
M.A., that damn guy had no consideration. Now he really created a problem for us.
The nearest crossing is 20 miles south, which means we would lose another 6 or 7 hours.
Let's not even mention it because we can't afford such a luxury. There must be another way to cross this damn obstacle. 1,000 scalps.
It's in vain. I feel that we must reconcile with fate. I lost Amelia. I will never enjoy her joyful explosion and see how her beam of tiny deadly shrapnel scatters.
Stop talking nonsense, Verybad'ın, and try to use that big brain you claim to have to figure out what we're going to. Hey, but how did it not occur to us before? Just be brave, guys. In less than half an hour, we'll be on the other side. Come on, we just have to cut down one of those trees. They are long enough to replace the suspension bridge.
Allow my colleague and I to take care of that. Zagor, we have axes in our backpacks, and we'll be done in a few minutes.
Okay, guys. We'll make coffee in the meantime.
Çok geçmeden, çevredeki sessizlik sadece iki baltanın ritmik vuruşlarıyla bozuluyor. Ve biraz öteden taze kahvenin güçlü kokusu yayılıyor.
I hope we won't have to act as tightrope walkers.
Well, it will be easier than you can imagine. You will only need to mount the log and then slowly move to the other side.
Watch out! Watch out! Cushion!
Caramba ye carambita. Zagor, Zagor.
Baltalı ruh, taşlaşmış çikoya çevik bir şekilde atılır ve onu kenara çeker. Ve bir an sonra aç, küçük bir gürültüyle kahramanlarımızın birkaç santimetre yakınına düşerek ölümden son anda kurtuluyor. Ve bir an sonra, çizilmiş ve sersemlemiş ama hala sağ ve sağlam, dallardan çıkıyorlar.
Caramba y carambita.
Did you break anything, Chico?
Zagor!
Zagor, are you okay?
1,000 scalps. Couldn't you warn us earlier?
Thank heavens for a moment we were afraid that.
That our mistake will cost you your life.
We put supports that were supposed to direct the tree to fall in the right direction, but they fell out and the wind turned it to the other side and
And you almost turned us into pancakes, TJ. We won't talk about it anymore, guys.
okay, but now we have to fell another tree that will fall across the canyon.
True, but this time I'll take care of it. It will be more difficult, but definitely less dangerous.
Yarım saat sonra oduncuların tanıdık bağırışı vadide çınlar.
Timber,
Ve sonra yeşil dev, korkunç uçurumu köprüleyerek kanyonun üzerine düşer. Bir sonra bir, keşif üyeleri alışılmadık köprüden geçer. Bazıları hiç korkmaz. Bazıları biraz tereddüt eder.
just be brave, Professor. Now grab the branches.
Ve bazılarını genel bir dehşet sardı.
Doviar prokel, KVR.
Genellikle, birkaç dakika sonra küçük bir birlik kanyonun diğer tarafında toplanır. Ve takip durmadan devam eder. Zaman zaman Zagor, hırsızın tam da o yoldan geçtiğini doğrulamak için ayak izi veya yeni kırılmış bir dalı görmek için durur taki.
Now there is no doubt. Our man set off towards the Canadian border, or rather towards Fort Lafayette. This confirms that the bomb was not stolen by an ordinary offender but by a spy in the service of an enemy force.
But that's monstrous! I can't bear the thought that Amelia will end up in the hands of the enemy of our homeland!
Nonsense! Nothing can dissuade me from the thought that the only thing that matters to you is one thing: that the bomb kills as many victims as possible, no matter which nation they belong to.
I won't allow you to talk to me like that, Zagor! Remember that I work for our homeland! Also, you are not here to present your assumptions, but only to return an important scientific discovery to our possession!
Then let's go. If we continue on the path that leads from the foot of that peak, we will make up for lost time and we will be able to cut off our man's path.
Doesn't that seem too risky to you?
Well, the road is certainly less pleasant than the streets of Washington, but if you want to get your Amelia back...
When it's like that, I'm ready, Zagor!
Come on, generals, you have the honor of going first.
Ekip yoluna devam ediyor. Oldukça zorlu olsa da tırmanış aşılamaz değil. Ve yolun son kısmında tırmanma becerileri de gerekli.
Give me your hand, Professor. Now put your foot on that protrusion perfect.
And me, who will help me? Caramba, you carambita.
Everything's okay, Chico. Just grab onto the holds I choose.
Ma, this is enough to drive you crazy. Damn it.
Come on, just a few more minutes and we're at the top. Then we will go down like a joke and you will see that.
Zagor, watch out.
1,000 scalps.
Yıldırım gibi hızlı, baltalı ruh, büyük kayadan kaçınarak kayaya yapışır. Ama heyelanın kalanı yine de üzerine düşerek desteğini kaybetmesine neden olur.
Zagor? Zagor, Zagor.
Don't shout, Chico. I'm still alive. And I give everything of myself to keep it that way. Feel free to continue the ascent, people. I'll follow you as soon as I catch my breath.
Gerçekten de, birkaç dakika sonra 4 erkeğin gözü önünde. Zagor'un atletik figürü görünüyor.
What strength?
In what reflexes?
Yes, and what damn carelessness on your part. Damn it, how could you start that landslide?
I am the only one to blame. Unfortunately, the rock broke off under my foot, and you saw the rest.
GR, our friend Colonel has really given us a nice company. If it had been up to you two, our guide would have ended up in the other world long ago.
We are sorry, believe me, actually. We are not used to such undertakings and...
Don't move, maybe we have him. Someone is coming. And generally I have the impression that it is about our man. Hide and don't breathe. There's no doubt. It's him. He doesn't have a hat, but he still wears Johnny John's clothes. In a few minutes, I'll return to him with interest the blows he gave me in the colonel's office. PST, quiet. Here he is. He's approaching us, suspecting nothing. Just a moment.
You again, damn snoop.
Yes, as you see, I'm not used to leaving unresolved accounts.
Persistence will not be of use to you this time.
No, without artillery. There's no point in disturbing the peace and quiet of this valley. And it was easier than I thought. Let's see, the famous Amelia should be in here. Yes, here it is. It looks like all the other grenades, only it's a little bigger and... 1,000 scalps, Chico. What happened? Who shot?
Don't move, Zagor, and hand over Amelia to my friend Fornose if you care about the lives of these two.
So it's you, Olsen, Tanarez. This is called a rescue at the right time.
By all the drums of Darkwood. Now everything is clear to me. You are the mysterious helper who occurred to us back in Fort King.
Exactly, big man. Frankly, I was afraid I'd have to rode among the walls of the fortress until I managed to escape to Canada, where a partner would be waiting for me. And then when I volunteered, a double opportunity unexpectedly presented itself to me to get out of the fortress where I was in danger of being discovered. And yes, if needed, I'll help Fornose, as eventually happened.
You damned bastard. Now I understand why those incidents happened during the chase, the fallen tree.
And that landslide a moment ago, yes. I've been trying to get rid of you continuously, Zagor. And as for that shot, well, I used it to take care of my colleague.
You wretched scum, is there anything you wouldn't do for a handful of money?
Haha! The money won't fit in one hand, will it, Forno?
Indeed. There are those who would open their wallets wide just to get their hands on this grenade, what's more.
As you see, we planned everything well, Guy, and now we just need to get rid of you.
Tabanca tehditkar bir şekilde Zagor'un göğsüne doğru yükselir ama parmak tetiğe basmadan yankı sesli bir patlamayı çoğaltır. Ve yüzünde şaşkınlık ve acı karşıma olan Olson, yaralı omzunu tutuyor. Kayalıklar arasından bir görüntü belirirken.
I have to disappoint you, Jackal. It's not true that you planned everything well.
Roski, are you alive?
Yes, you were wrong to think that only one bullet was enough to kill me, but I will not make the same mistake. I will not spare Lee.
Her şey o kadar hızlı gerçekleşti ki orada bulunan hiç kimse parmağını bile kıpırdatamadı.
Unfortunately, there is no help for him. He is dead. Poor guy, who knows how much he suffered to drag himself here.
So help me hell watch out, Zagor! Look! The Frenchman is fleeing!
And he took Amelia?
1,000 drums.
You must catch him, move! Run! We must not lose Amy, understand?
We won't lose her, but first get out of my way. K-Bade! Stop, Forno, you can't escape me.
We'll see.
Forni zorlukla zirveye tırmanırken, baltalı ruh, dağ keçisi gibi çevik bir şekilde kayadan kayaya atıyor. Ve çok geçmeden kaçanı yakalar.
End of the walk, man.
No. Bomb.
Damn it.
It's over. I lost her, I swear.
Hey, you up there? Zagor, can you hear me? Hold on, I'll join you now on Gulpu. Oh, look, Good old Amelia.
Haha, bravo, Chico.
Tonares, it's incredible.
Walk, friend. Obviously luck is no longer on your side.
Bir böylece, çok geçmeden.
Hey, Professor.
I am stronger than a lion. Eternal glory follows me. I always return other people's bombs, and without even grabbing a sword.
No! Stop! Don't hold Amelia like that, you stupid Mexican!
Oh, and how should I hold it? If not for this convenient handle?
That's not a handle, you unfortunate, but a fuse! And it could come off at any moment.
What? Dash. SEC.
It's detached.
1,000 scalps.
Amelia!
Everyone lie down, quick.
Amelia!
4 adam korkunç patlama anı gelene kadar yere yatmayı zor başarmıştı. Has ve toprak yağmuru ile birlikte.
Karambayi karambita. What a bang!
Horror, I have never heard anything like it in my life. What a hole it left behind. Incredible. There's nothing to say, it was truly a hellishly destructive bomb.
Yes, was! That part of your comment needs to be emphasized! Amelia no longer exists. I don't have a single note, not even the most ordinary draft based on which I could make it again. What an irreplaceable loss. Months of work went up in smoke. Ma, you are to blame for everything! Conceited, incompetent, everyone considers you all-powerful. You are followed by a reputation for successfully completing all tasks. But what happened? You have failed in the worst possible way!
I admit you are right. Very bad. True, I promised to return Amelia and I failed to keep my word, but I'll tell you something. People use weapons to wage war, and I believe that the disappearance of your hellish device doesn't represent a loss for humanity at all. And therefore I must admit to you that for the first time in my life I am glad that I didn't manage to complete the task.
Haha!
Bölüm sonu.